welcome to Sports Sunday Challenge 5. Today is going to look slightly different because we're going to look a little bit about how we can be active and exercise together in small groups of up to 6 people, and also how we can include different ages in our games as we meet together as families in up to 6 people. So you might be a grandparent and you've got your grandchildren who've come to visit. How do you play with them but at a distance? You might want to meet up with your friends, but how do you play with them or do some sport with them or play a game with them but be socially distant? And I think it's a really challenging thing to think about, but it can be done. So here we go. This week I've posted below in the description some of the relevant links that might help you read a bit more to help you decide what is best for you and how your games might fit in to COVID-19. I found these links, especially the Sport England one, really helpful in working out what we can and can't do. And we can see that we can meet either in a park or we can meet in our gardens as up to 6 people, so long as we're 2 metres apart at all times. It's also important to remember that we need to minimise sharing equipment such as rackets or bats, and if we are sharing equipment, for example a football, I want to try and minimise touching the ball with our hands or our heads, but also that we hand sanitise and we wash hands before and after, and hopefully during the game as well. Bearing all this in mind, and have a little read yourselves, but let's have a go today at our first game, bowling. This game you might be able to play with whoever's in your garden, with whatever you can find in your house. As you can see, I have found lots of different bottles, toys, drinks bottles of different sizes, and we're going to use these as the Skittles. Make sure when you invite your friends to come and visit, they bring their own balls. Oh no! Make sure your friends bring a ball with them so that they've got their own, and what we're going to do is we're going to roll the ball down the garden and try and knock over the Skittles. Each Skittle is worth 5 points. You've got to count up how many points you score. See if you can get a strike. If you've got young children and you've got a little slide, then they can roll the balls down a slide. Hannah in particular loves getting a tube with 4 tennis balls in and then just emptying the tube onto the slide and having 4 balls go down at once, and usually then she gets a strike. Are you ready to play? Now for kick rounders. Okay, so we've got Nathaniel who is kicking the ball. Where
wave, Nathaniel. We've got Sadia, who's bowling, and we've got 3 fielders at the moment. So Sadia will bowl the ball by kicking it to Nathaniel, who will then kick the ball as hard as he can and run round the pitch. Okay? If he gets halfway, he gets half a round. If he gets all the way round to that yellow cone there, he gets a full rounder. No fielders are allowed inside the red cones because that's a 2 metre width between the yellow cone and the red cone. Ooh, there. The fielders have 2 jobs. If Nathaniel hits the ball really high, then we can try and get him out. Instead of catching him out, if we kick or touch the ball with our foot before it lands on the floor, Nathaniel is out. The second way to get Nathaniel out is for a fielder to get the ball on one of the red cones before Nathaniel gets there. And that should get him out. Just like normal rounders, except he's on the yellow cones and we're on the red cones for social distancing. Let's see how we get on.
hope you have a really good time playing these games. Let me know how you get on, and if you've got any questions, just ask, write a message on here. Alright, see you soon!